Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Bullet RC, coming to you guys again with yet another video. And today I kind of wanted to refresh myself on all the leaks, rumors, supposed drop dates for any Air Jordans dropping in 2020. So any Jordans slated in 2020, I want to go through all of them, worst and best, so we know what we're getting into next year. I'm sure we'll have a few more pop up towards the last 2 months of this year, but let's just see what we're working with so far. And also, before we get started, listen, I got 2 giveaways going on right now. Cactus Jack 6 and Cactus Jack 1 giveaway is going on IG as well as YouTube. A YouTube link to the video will be down below with all the rules. This one ends Friday, so check it out ASAP. Also, collab my bro 20D2 Wild as well as Soul Play ATL to give you guys a free pair of Shattered Backboard 3.0s. Now, of course, again, it's not gonna be mine pair. These are worn, cause I gotta go take a flick in them. But if you wanna win these for free, check out my IG. The link is always down below. And then last but definitely not least, new at SMPLIND drop. New Sample Industries drop this Saturday at 8 p.m. EST. Brand new Scream tees right before October is out of here. We have this colorway, the all over black tee, as well as this one that I'm pretty sure you've seen Tony wearing. I don't think I've shown this one in any of my videos yet. Y'all know the deal. These drop Saturday at 8 p.m. EST. And also, we are working on the hats. I'm sure I'll talk about with y'all again, but just be looking for these. These are the Nylon Arc logo hats, as you can see. All over nylon, unstructured 5-panel, and it has the zip back enclosure right here for the adjustments. And of course, one of few embroidered in right here. That's all the updates. Let's get into these 2020 releases. And remember, like I said, man, these are leaks, these are rumors. Some of these shoes may never ever see the light of day. Some of them may drop, we never know. And we're gonna be covering everything best and worst. First up, we have this Hyper Royal pair of Air Jordan 14s. Now, the expected drop for this one is gonna be in July of next year. Me personally, man, these aren't pulling me. There's actually a good number of shoes dropping next year that I actually really want. And I'm gonna talk about some others that I would like to see retro. And I want y'all to let me know what shoes would you like to see retro next year. But as far as this Hyper Royal 14 goes, it's not for me. It's an easy pass. Another possible July 2020 release is this Air Jordan 12 in black and university gold. Once again, we've already had the black and blue, of course black and red, which is a flu game, which is the best colorway in my opinion, and now you have a black and gold colorway. I don't think these are like trash or basuda. It's just another extra colorway, kind of in my opinion, just like the Hyper Royal 14s that I just really don't need. When I was going through this list and just checking out all the Jordan retros, I'm actually not surprised now seeing how many new colorways they try and drop and seeing how many don't really hit the mark, seeing as they try to drop a brand new colorway every weekend. There's only so many 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s. There's only so many. So there's definitely gonna be some misses in there. And for me, this is kind of a miss for me. Another one for July, we have the Lucky Green Air Jordan 13. You know, kind of like Diet Ray Allen 13s. I do like the colorway. The Ray Allen 13s are crazy. And this is as close as possible as you're gonna get unless you own that Ray Allen PE pair of the 13. Now, I always cop 13s. They sit in the box. I never wear them, and then I end up letting them go. Some colorways stick around, just still sitting in the box just because I like how they look. And although I like this one, it might be better off for me to leave this one in the store. This one is definitely still a possibility though. The next shoe we got is another July release. All these shoes I don't think are releasing in July, but this one is the neutral gray Air Jordan 1, and they're gray and white. They're all over gray and white Jordan 1s. If you can't tell already by my description of them, I'm good, I'll pass. Now this next shoe is a possible June release as of now, and this is, I mean, the Diet Travis Scott's, man, the Sail and Dark Mocha Air Jordan 1. And in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with the colorway. The colorway is still good, but you know what people are gonna do. They're gonna immediately compare this to Travis Scott, as I just did, and it's just not gonna stack up. It's gonna feel like the poor man's Travis Scott Air Jordan 1, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be calling you poor because you don't want to spend $1,000 to $1,500 to 2 racks on a pair of Jordans. So rock your Diet Travis Scott 1s, do your thing. I don't blame you if you don't want to spend that money. The next shoe we got is actually a good one, and one that I more than likely will cop just because I love the OG grape, and that is the Reverse Grape Air Jordan 5. Now right now the date is June 27th, 2020, and that date is 8 months from now, so I don't know how they got that exact date. I don't think they'll drop on that specific date, but in that June to July time frame, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I love the grapes. I have the 2013 grapes. The leather is ass, but I still love them. And if they make a reverse grape in like that suede or nubuck like the black grapes, I think it'll be a hit, and I'll probably cop. Now the next one we have is on June 6, 2020, and it is this pair of shoes right here. Now these remind me of a History of Flight Air Jordan 4. They don't have an exact name as of yet, but if they're anything, they're History of Flight 4s. Now we're gonna be talking about multiple pairs of all white 4s, and this one is definitely not at the top of my list. So it's not a bad shoe at all. It's not Basuda, but there's other white Air Jordan 4s that I'd rather have than this pair. Next up, we have the Court Purple Air Jordan 4 slated for May 9th, 2020. And once again, it's an all over white Air Jordan 4. You got that Court Purple on the eyelets as well as down there in the airbag. And I believe it's back there on the Jordan Jumpman. It might be a metallic Jumpman too, just like the Chromes, Pure Moneys, wherever you want to call them. And I do like this shoe. But once again, there's another all-white 4 that I want more than these, and they're very, very similar, and we're gonna talk about those in a second. So I would cop these, but since I want the other pair a little bit more, I may not end up grabbing these. Up next, a possible April 2020 release, and that is the top 3 Air Jordan 5. Once again, you know, the 4s looked a lot better in the mock-ups. These Sneakerhead Sneaker Files did a way better job with the mock-ups than the actual shoe, and I feel like the same thing is going to happen with this top 3 Air Jordan 5. But as of now, this is just a mock-up. We have not seen any official photos, so I'll just be waiting to see what they actually look like. Another April 2020 drop, we have this Court Purple Air Jordan 1, and I guess the more interesting thing to me is that they have these listed at $170, so that price jump should be in effect at least by April. And I'm assuming if they drop that 85-1, they'll probably be 172, but we'll be talking about those a little later. Now, we actually already have a Court Purple Black and White Air Jordan 1. This one, they're just kind of flipping the colors a little bit. This colorway is cool, but I actually like the ones that have already released. Now, I actually took a second to look around the room because I thought I had those ones, but apparently I only have the Pine Green, and I never copped the purples, but I could have swore I had those Court Purple joints. Either way, these are cool, but I'd definitely rather have that older release. Now, here's another April release, this Air Jordan 4 right here, but in my opinion, kind of reminds me of a Do the Right Thing Air Jordan 4, mixing some of the colors from like a Cement Air Jordan 4 and the Do the Right Thing colors. At the same time, these may never ever drop like those other 4s. I'm forgetting what the name of them were, but they were kind of similar color to this, and we have yet to see them drop. We have no photos, no nothing of those. So I don't know. I don't think these ones are gonna actually drop, but we'll see. And for this next shoe, I mean, do y'all want me to be mean or do y'all want me to be nice? It is this pair of Air Jordan 11s right here, and in my opinion, it's the most by the book retro of an 11. Y'all already know I don't like 11 lows, and this is the most slap some colors on it, red, black, and white. We know what it'll sell. We need a shoe for the 3rd or 4th week of April. What can we do? Let's just drop an 11 with black suede, white and red. Red, black, and white. People will buy it. It'll sell. You already know the deal. I'm passing with ease. I'm sleeping very comfortably in bed on these shits right here. Another April release on the 11th, the Flint Gray Air Jordan 13. I will more than likely buy these. They will more than likely sit in the box. More than likely after that, they'll just stay in the box and just stay in the collection. Now, this next one we've been talking about for a very long time, and that is the Hair Air Jordan 6. Now, as of right now, the date is April 8th, 2020, and it's that amazing hair colorway, this time just on the Air Jordan 6. It seems like they're still gonna try to keep that same color blocking on that 6 tongue. If these do drop, depending on how they look in real life, other than just this mock-up, this could be one that sells out depending on how the numbers are on it. Now, this next shoe we're about to talk about is just marked as Spring 2020 right now, and it is this shoe right here, University Gold, Court Purple, and I think True Red on this pair of 14s. It's almost like a Lakers colorway, I would assume. The all over gold with the purple with a little bit of red. The mock-ups is kind of making them look a little ass right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. And who knows, in hand, my opinion might change, but if they look just like this, these might be Basuda of the week whenever they do drop. The next shoe we have is a new Air Jordan colorway. It is on a low top 11. I actually like it. And that is kind of like a reverse Concord Air Jordan 11 low. Now, obviously, whenever there's a low top, I would rather have a mid top or high top, wherever you want to go for. And I guess one of the reasons I'm kind of swayed on this particular shoe is because I actually do like the Concord 11 and those Concord purple parts of the shoe. I always thought, where could you incorporate more of that Concord color on the 11, the OG Concords? So I kind of like these. I wish they were a mid. If it was a mid, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I would buy them. White, Concord, clear bottoms, I'm buying them. But since it is a low, you know, more than likely I'll pass, unfortunately. Another one with a spring 2020 date on them. Now we're talking Pine Green Air Jordan 4s. Yes, I'm copping these. Yes, in my opinion, these are fire. They are heat. And this shoe is the reason why I wouldn't cop that white and purple or that History of Flight pair. I just love the pine green pair better, and I would like to have it something similar to like the cool gray 4s for me. So winter, spring, summer, fall, it don't matter. When the pine greens drop, I will cop them. Another spring 2020 drop is this Air Jordan 1 right here. Now they're calling it the Aurora colorway. It looks like an all over patent leather, gray, white, and black, which could be clean. Honestly, you know, they're not really wowing me right now. They do look kind of plain. I know that all Jordan 1s are plain, but some look better plain than others. Some look better with their plain colorways than others. And this one, you know, it's not bad or anything, but I don't know. I'm not really excited for these at all. Next up on March 7th, 2020, the UNC Air Jordan 3. Do I need to say much? Do I really need to tell y'all? This is, of course, it's a cop. Now, I really wish they would have put the UNC on the tongue or on the back, like some of the pairs that have already been kind of seeded out, but more than likely that will not happen. Even if just a Tar Heels logo on the insole would be cool as well. Either way, March 7th, I'm copping. That's it. Another one on February 29th, we have this Pine Green Air Jordan 1. Now, I believe that we just talked about this on my heater hype, so I'm not gonna get into it. It's black, green, and white, primarily black on an Air Jordan 1. It works, more than likely I'll cop. Now, one of the biggest stories that we literally just talked about on my heater hype, so I'm not gonna take a lot of y'all guys' time on this one. The possible February 2020 release of the 85 pair or OG 85 pair of Air Jordan 1s. Right now, they're saying that the retail will be $200, and this is a true to form retro of the OG 85 pair of Air Jordan 1s. Again, do I need to tell y'all? This is an automatic cop. Money is coming off the hip for this pair. Another heater and a definite cop on January 25th. The DMP Air Jordan 6 is supposed to drop. Now, we are getting pretty close to where there should have been at least a leak or, you know, a picture of the side, a really blurry picture of the side should have popped up by now. And we haven't had any of that yet. So I'm not too confident in a January 25th release date, but as far as 2020 goes, I do think that this shoe possibly could retro. Now, all of the shoes we just talked about are more than likely gonna release. Now, these were a couple more, I guess, some loosies that I had seen that were talked about earlier this year. First up being the Fire Red Air Jordan 5 dropping in February of 2020. And I think they reported way back on this in maybe like April or May. Now, if they bring the Fire Reds back, I would like them to bring it back like they did the 2006 pair. Make it a completely clear sole, no blue on it. Let them joints yellow out, put the 23 on the side, put the Flight logo. Just bring back the 06 pair. Bring back the 06 pair, I'll cop. Another guaranteed drop if they cop from me, Flight bars. Now, it says February 2020 right here. I'm not too confident in that date, but the Black Cat Air Jordan 4, triple black Air Jordan 4s, Black Hat Air Jordan 4s, they retro the 4s, the 3s, I'm a cop either one, but as of right now, it seems that the 4s will be the first to drop, just like the Pine Greens, same feeling for those as I do for these, I'm copping. It's that simple. And then the last one we have to talk about is a possible off-white Air Jordan 5 dropping next year. Now, you guys know I have this photo, which is just mock-up, so we don't have anything. This is just what they could look like next year, and I'm excited to see what Virgil can bring to an Air Jordan 5. And before we get out of here, I just want to name 5 quick releases that I want to retro. First up, you have the neutral gray Air Jordan 1. This Air Jordan 1 has never retroed, and I want them to retro them as close to the OG pair as possible. With them bringing back that 85 Air Jordan 1, I feel like we're one step closer to getting this neutral gray once again. Another one I have listed is a weird one, and that is the Red Suede 21. I don't know, I just like that shoe, bro. It was another shoe that when it dropped, I could not get it, I couldn't buy it, I didn't have a job at that point. So I wouldn't mind a Red Suede 21 retro. Do I think they're gonna bring that one back? No, because a lot of people don't really like that shoe, which is cool. At number 3 for me would be the Cool Gray 3. Again, just like the Cool Gray 4s, it was a shoe that dropped. I didn't cop it because I didn't have a job. And it's just one of those old shoes that I kind of let get away. If I bought a DS pair right now, I feel like them joints would just crumble on me at this point. Now, in addition of Cool Gray 3s, you know, Cool Gray 11s. That pair of 11s, that shoe, I remember when they dropped, I could not get them, could not track them down, and that is a very long awaited delayed W in my opinion. Is definitely those cool gray 11s. They've already brought back so many 11s, so I know the cool grays, it's almost their time to come back. And then the last shoe I want to come back would have to be the brother of this shoe right here, and this shoe is of course the Thunder Air Jordan 4. So if I have the Thunder, of course I want the Lightning pair to retro. Will they ever retro? Who knows? Even the Tour Yellows I would take. And with that being said, man, that is it. Y'all let me know what you guys are looking forward to next year. What shoes you guys want to retro. Comment it down below. Remember, new sample IND drop this Saturday at 8 p.m. EST. 2 giveaways going on right now. Links will be down below. And that's it, man. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat. The Snapchat is bull.cb, by the way. Here, there, blah, blah. Of course, since the Thunders are here, I'll use them. Bullet RC, and I'm gonna see you guys next video. I'm actually about to be headed out to Atlanta, hit Tony's crib. We're definitely working on some new stuff for sample, and I'm pretty sure I'll be dropping at least 1 or 2 videos where I'm out there. So I guess the next time I see y'all, I'll see you in Atlanta. Much love as always though. Y'all be easy. Peace.
Till my fingers blue, till my fingers blue. I like hundreds till my fingers blue. Till my fingers blue, till my fingers blue. I like hundreds till my fingers blue. I just fought this bitch inside a Bentley coupe.